season is like almost here, right? Like opening day. I think it's like Saturday or Sunday or something. It's a big deal, baseball season. I know it's like going to be the front page of newspapers, consume some people's lives. Last year, baseball season, my son Kemp, who's 13, he's a big baseball fan, baseball player. He knows all baseball players. He knows exactly what they look like. He knows all their stats right away, everything about them. And last year, we were invited by this great family. They spend a lot of money. There was this big function where you spend a lot of money. Like I'm talking about like $25,000. You get a table and you sit at this function and you get a professional baseball player sits at your table. You get what I'm saying? And it's the money goes to charity. And it's with the Arizona Diamondbacks is where you sit down in this thing. And we were there and we sat down at the table and the ball player that sat with us was a guy named A.J. Pollock. And Kemp, my son, says that he's a really big deal. He was like an all-star game, and he says everyone knows who this guy is that loves baseball, that knows who this guy is, right? So this year, we're fortunate enough to be invited again to go, and the event was last night. So my son Kemp and I went, and this year we had 2 baseball players sit at our table.
That's cool.
Yeah, and there was, we were starving too. We got there, and our table was kind of next to the buffet, which is a big barbecue buffet, and it was packed with people. I would say there's 1,000, 2,000 people. I'm not sure, but we're at this table next to the buffet, and there's one of those the rest things where you sit down, and they have a salad there, and then they have your dessert there, and then you get up and go eat the buffet, then you sit down. Does that make sense? The dessert's already sitting there. Make sense?
I don't know if I've ever seen the dessert already sitting there, but sure.
Sounds
I can
glorious.
picture it.
Yeah, so it's like a little tiny, crappy little dessert. It's already sitting there, and then we sat down, and I sat down, my salad was there. And then there's a huge stage, and there's a band, and they give out all these awards and stuff. And then they'd say, "Go ahead, dinner's ready to eat." But while I'm sitting there, I'm hungry, so I start nibbling on my salad, and I eat my salad, and I start eating my dessert, and I'm starving. And then as everyone sitting at my table looks around, I'm the only person that has a salad, and there's all these tables at this huge event, and everyone has their salad, and I have a salad, but no one else at my table has a salad. And I killed my salad. And everyone at my table's like, "Where's our salad?" I said, "I don't know." So eventually the waiters come over and they said, "Where's the salad?" They go, "We are so sorry, but we ran out of salads." They ran out of salads. I was the only person that had a salad. So it was pretty fascinating, I thought, that they ran out of 10,000 people at this event. And they sat down. The last salad went on my plate.
That's good news for you.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Usually, in Johnjay's world, it's like everyone else gets a salad but you.
I know, right? So I was sitting there, so I ate the salad, but then I ate all the desserts, and then I had all the buffet opened up, and it was like all barbecue. Well, wait, I'm getting sidetracked. When I talk about this, I got A.J. Pollock. So A.J. Pollock is this center fielder. And I was telling you guys a little bit of a story, if you didn't hear part of this yesterday. So my wife and I have rescued all these dogs, and we have all these puppies at our house. And I was trying to get a picture of my wife with all these puppies in the front yard. So I was throwing all these puppies on top of my wife, and my kids were putting these puppies on top of my wife to get a picture. And this guy and his wife come walking by, and they start talking. They start talking to us. But I'm trying to get the picture of the dogs of my wife. So I'm kind of like, "Yeah, very nice. Move along, dude." I'm trying to, like I'm talking, like I'm not trying to be. I'm almost being a rude neighbor. But I don't know if the guy lives in my neighborhood. I don't know anything about him. And so, and I'm telling my kids, "Put the puppies on mom. Put the puppies on mom." And the puppies are running away. And I put the puppies on mom. And I'm taking a picture. And the guy's like, I kind of move my back towards him. All right, move along. So the guy and his wife move along. And then Kemp tells me, "Dad, that's A.J. Pollock. That's the guy we had dinner with last year." I'm like, "It is? What do you do in our neighborhood?" Like if you lived in our neighborhood, I think I would know. But anyway, he moves on. So the event that I had to go to was last night. So last night I'm at this event, and I said to my son, "Let's find this A.J. Pollock guy. I want to see if that really was him that came by our house the day before." So we find out where the players are, and they're, and everyone's dressed normal. It's a Western theme, and there's the guy that's A.J. Pollock. And I walk over to him, I go, "Hey." He turns around, he looks at me, he goes, "Hey." And I could see he recognizes me from somewhere.
Right.
I recognize him. And as I'm about to ask him if he's the guy that was in my front yard yesterday, he starts to talk. So I stop to let him go. And he goes, "You had dinner with me last year," is what he says. I said, yes, I had dinner with you last year at the table at this event." He goes, "Yeah." And I go, "You were in my front yard yesterday. I'm the guy with all the puppies. He goes, yes, I knew that was you, is what he said. He goes, you're the guy I had dinner with last year, and I knew we were in your front yard. I go, yes. And I go, I'm so sorry if I came across as rude to you. He goes, no. And I go, do you live on my street? He goes, yes, we built the house 3 doors down for me. We just moved in.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, man, I had no idea. And I go, look, I'm normally not a jerk like that. I said I would have been friendlier. I said we had a lot of puppies. I was trying to get a picture of my wife. He wouldn't stop talking.
Put it back on him. Good job.
I got this guy. I got this professional baseball player that lives 2 doors down from me, and I had no idea. I go, why don't you come knock on the door and like.
If he did that, you would be like, why are you going to knock on my door? Don't bother
I'll
me.
figure it out.
I'm busy.
I know where you live. I know who lives where. You don't have to come knock.